tough matchup tonight. We could very well end up facing these guys in the postseason. So it's important to learn what we can and show them we're not about to back down. If we get it done here, it'll give us that much more confidence if we see them again. The stakes are raising every day at this point, so I better man up.
Welcome to Noche Latina here in the NBA. A Latin flavor to the night's festivity as we get ready to go. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Last outing for Phoenix, they won that game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
A lot of firepower coming off the bench in that game.
The Suns trailing. Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
So on the floor for Memphis. Conley out there with Udrih. Then it's Green. Then it's Brandon Wright. And it's Gasol. And at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And now, your Suns answer.
With this break, why don't we check out the hottest shooting point guards over the last month? Freak number one.
And that percentage is what you'd expect to see from your big man. I mean, to get it from a guy who spends most of his time on the perimeter says a lot about his efficiency.
He has been absolutely deadly from the field, and that's because he's just as good at creating his own shots as he is at getting shots for his teammates. He knows how to find the open looks.
And the Suns making a change here. Lures checked in. Gasol wide open. He fires. That's good. And it's Udrih with the assist that time.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Kicks it to Len. Knight passes to Jeter. 5 to shoot. To the left wing. Len, good. Len's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Wright sets a screen, and the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. The Suns making a switch here. Warren's checked in. Memphis also making some changes. Barnes, he's checked in for Green, and it's Lee in for Mike Conley. On defense, the Suns. They set the pick. Right outside. Here's Barnes. Soft touch off the glass. Barnes has got his first points of the night.
Whether by design or accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
Warren kicks to Lewis. Pass to Jeter. The 8-footer. No good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And nothing to be ashamed about in that game. It was a great effort, I thought, all around. They just needed to have one or two breaks go their way.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you know, both teams, I thought, played well enough to win the ball game, and yet it doesn't work out that way. There are no ties, so unfortunately, they were the ones who came up short.
Memphis has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Udrih. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Warren, good.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Lee with the ball. 8 points his last outing. To the right side. Now Udrih. Nobody near Barnes. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. What a season for Alex Len last year. Came in looking to find a spot for the team, and he made huge jumps in his game.
And I think it correlated with his minutes going up as well. I mean, played a lot more minutes, and he's a very complete big guy. With the added minutes, the production has gone up as expected.
And stolen by Wright. And it's Memphis on the break. Leads running. To the wing on the left. Udrih dishes to Gasol. It's good. This time the assist from Udrih. 6 points for Marc Gasol.
You know, you can expect young big men to improve over time, but I didn't think anyone expected Len to jump ahead so fast.
Jeter the pass to Len. Gasol with the steal. Lee outside. The dish now to Udrih. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Off the pick. The pass to Udrih. Back to Gasol. At the top of the key, Udrih hits the target from 18 feet. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
And a final remark, guys, on Len. I mean, his defense was the big benefactor. I mean, he was a force in the paint and developed into a really solid rim protector.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable, averaging about 22 points per 5 assists.
Suns trail by 4 from past the arc, and that one's good. Freak's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
To the inside, Wright. No luck, and Phoenix will come the other way. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was played in Memphis.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Yeah, you know, that differential jumps off the page to me, and whether it's more disciplined defense or more aggressive offense, they've got to look to flip that script tonight.
And Udrih gets to Gasol. That's good. Gasol's got 8 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Freak with it, working on Lee, and stolen by Udrih. And another fast break for the Memphis Grizzlies. They're running. Lee left side from 11 feet away, and it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass. And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Udrih. Wright sets a screen. Here's Gasol. Offline from the high post. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Grizzlies lead by 1. 2K Sports. And Tyson Chandler, known for being a great teammate, a very vocal leader certainly, he talked about how important that is for an NBA locker room.
Players do the policing. Coach sets a standard, but players individually call out other players, whether it be timeout, whether it be halftime, whether it be pulling guys to the side, in practice. When you have that going on, you see multiple guys doing that, that's when you know you have a good team.
Don't you need a player like this, of Chandler's caliber and character? An entire new group here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Wright. Barnes comes in for Zach Randolph. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Tony Allen. And it's Udrih in for Mike Conley. Jeter, he's in at the point. John Lure's out there with Len. Then there is Warren, and it's Knight in at the 2 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
And Udrih gets it to go. Udrih has got 6 points. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers was just a man on a mission. He finished 21 points, and the basket seemed pretty big to him. He didn't miss a whole lot all night. His outing ensured that his team would keep their hot streak going. An important factor indeed, guys.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy. Dave Joerger, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. He's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Free throw drops for Jeff Green. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Jeter kicks to Len. Right through the knee for the layup. Len's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Gasol against Len. The turnaround Jay. It's hauled in by Warren.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1. For Phoenix, they have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And guys, Brandon Knight really fits the mold of the new breed of NBA combo guard. He has the length and quickness to guard 1s and 2s. And his skill set allows him to generate offense both in transition as well as the half court.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Greg was talking about Brandon Knight. He'd really improve his shooting percentages before the midseason trade last year. And that was one of the bigger weaknesses, Clark, earlier in his career.
Yeah, not only was the shot going down more, it looked better. It was better mechanically. But now, to take the next step, he has to cut down the turnover.
2 shots.
And watching Matt Barnes, he will do all the dirty work for you. He's an instigator. He's an agitator. and he's a team player, I think, at the court. Everywhere he's gone, and he's played for a lot of teams, Greg, he's had that role.
It's a great point. I call him a glue guy. He's not someone who's going to be a volume scorer or a smooth playmaker, but the game really is built on grit, diving for loose balls, taking charges, making hard fouls, whatever it takes to help his team win. I like that line, antagonist. That's a very good way to describe him.
Knight dishes to Jeter. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Freak's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Suns. The Grizzlies shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good.
For Matt Barnes, I really felt last season was one of his best. He was the Tony Allen type defensive guy for Doc Rivers' team. Did all the little things, and he was efficient. Near his career high for three-point percentage and a career low in turnover. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Udrich, the pass to Barnes. They double him with Freak. Gasol against Len. Rejected by Len.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball. And I know if I were starting a club, Matt Barnes is the type of guy I would immediately look for. He's that tricky enforcer who has just enough skill to hurt you with his game. So him, in my book, equals winner.
Back tonight. Low block shot on the way, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And it's a 12-point Phoenix lead.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Green, no luck.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
The shot by Knight, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's Gasol. And again, Memphis, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
It's Knight with the drive. The shot is off. Good D by Gasol. Now here's Lee. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And Udrich kicks to Gasol. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Stolen by Randolph. That'll do it for the first half.
Well, you've been consistently able to find the open man through the first 2 quarters. What have you seen that you've been able to exploit in this defense?
I don't really think I've seen much to explore. Really, it's just been about all keeping the ball moving and letting my teammates make the plays I know they can make. I sort of lucked into a lot of assists that way.
Your decisions have been on point to this point. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of basketball left to play. Well, we've established a clear dominance on the interior at the offensive end. And until they prove they can stop our inside game, we have to continue to pound it into the post. There was no slacking off in terms of our work on the offensive glass. I'll grant you that. We converted a lot of second chance buckets because of our effort out there. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
Now the second half. It's checked in for Phoenix. Brandon Wright's checked in for Memphis. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Allen and Green are the wings. Brandon Wright is out there with Zach Randolph. And it's Conley in at the 1. Here's Morris. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Morris has got 10 points. And so here's Memphis. 19-point game. Outside Conley. Dishes it to Randolph. It's stolen by Morris. Booker the pass to Jeter. Deflects the pass and stolen by Wright. Conley with it. Out defended by Freak. Conley kicks to Randolph. Goes up at the stripe. Morris with the rebound. Phoenix leading by 19 points. Chandler dishes to Jeter. On the wing, Chandler. He's covered by Randolph. Clock at 6. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Bledsoe. And that's 11 points for Freak.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Green. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And guys, Jeff Green, by every measure of athleticism and skill, should have become one of the game's better small forwards, but inconsistency has plagued him throughout his career.
And Kevin, I always go back to something my college coach told me. The mental to the physical is 4-to-1 in this game. And so through those 7 full seasons, he's teased everyone with that talent. And then it does suddenly disappear. And there's no other way to describe it other than the fact that it is mental. He hasn't been able to sustain it in terms of the consistency, and that's why he hasn't fulfilled his potential.
Phoenix needs to get off a shot. They get it back. Morris. And there's the bucket. Stick with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Wright sets a screen. Bledsoe against Allen, and there's the feed to Conley. And again, Memphis no good.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And he gets the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
To the paint. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Clark, thinking back to when Mike Conley was drafted 4th back in the 2007 draft, 4th overall. He wasn't an instant star, but he has gotten better every season.
Yeah, it took him a little while. I mean, he was only a freshman coming out of college back in 2007. A slow start. He had to fight for minutes, grind away. Grizzlies kept trying to get his replacement, it appeared, but he stayed the course, and now he's their franchise point guard.
Feeds to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. He used that pick to get in close. And that's 13 points for Freak.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
It's all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Picked by Randolph. Can't get it to go. And Phoenix the other way now.
You know, you think back, the Grizzlies contemplated trading Mike Conley early on in his career, and I tell you what, aren't they glad that cooler heads prevailed? I mean, his rise has helped propel them to one of the top teams in the Western Conference.
Let's go. And, of course, always keeping an eye on the top rookies in the league. We get a chance to see the first-year players with the most steals this season. Well, you look at Booker, one of the league's best, 3rd in steals. And, of course, Freak.
And really both showing a gift at the defensive end, applying pressure and picking pockets.
You know, sometimes guys, particularly if they're young, gamble too much, but these two create turnovers within the confines of the scheme. Great work.
Over in the corner, Lee. It's good. This time the assist from Udrih. Udrih has got 6 assists in the game.
And Mike Conley may be the best player in the NBA never to make an all-star team. I really feel like it's unfair to call him underrated now, because if you go around our league, all teams respect what he's been able to do in Memphis.
Barnes passes to Lee. Over to the wing. And Udrih kicks to Lee. High arcing shot.
And trying to come up with a highlight reel finish. Somebody forgot to finish it.
Freak with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Jeter dishes to Booker. Out to the right wing. And Lure kicks to Jeter. Can't hit. Good D by Lee. The Grizzlies shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Udrih the pass to Randolph. Barnes dishes to Randolph. Right block shot. Rebound by the Suns. Land's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Booker kicks to Len. Here's Freak. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
A chance here, Kevin, to take a look at the Suns and how they rank in the NBA right now. 5th in field goal percentage. 5th in three-point field goal percentage. And the fast break points have come in bunches for them. Bushel baskets full. They're among the top 5 teams at scoring in transition.
And they've obviously been one of the elite shooting teams in the league, taking a very disciplined approach offensively, and they have the field goal percentage to prove it.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Phoenix. Barnes kicks to right. Lee passes to Randolph. It balls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Udrih dishes to Lee. Phoenix grabs the miss. Freak's got 4 rebounds in this game. Knight into the lane. Here's Tucker. And that one's good.
Not a lot of resistance.
For Phoenix, Tyson Chandler. He's checked in for Alex Len. Booker comes in for Eric Bledsoe. And Freak subbed in for Knight. Memphis also making some changes. Zach Randolph is checked in for Wright. Allen comes in for Barnes. And it's Conley in for Lee. Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Freak is out there with Booker. And it's Chandler in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. He was all alone on that one. And that's now 18 points for Markieff Morris.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
And it's Conley penetrating. And that one hits back iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Gasol with the steal. Here's Udrih, defended by Booker. And it's Conley that time on the assist by Udrih. And that's now 10 points for Conley.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
And Booker kicks to Jeter. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Gasol. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Good ball movement here by the Suns. Jeter kicks to Morris. And a wide open look for Freak. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 14 points for Marc Gasol.
Exactly what they want right there. Continue to get good looks.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Chandler goes in, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, there was a time when some thought Tyson Chandler would be a draft bust, but, you know, it took some time before he found his niche and has been one of the best bigs in the NBA for the span of his career. You know, that shows you also when you draft guys out of high school, they're going to need a couple more years to really define who they are as players.
T.J. Warren, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Pass to Stokes. Wide open. And that one falls coming off Conley's feed. Conley's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Jeter kicks to Warren. Morris a screen. Pass to Booker. He dishes it to Morris. To the inside. Jeter on his 15th shot attempt. He makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Picked by Randolph. To the inside. Allen, that's good.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Chandler attacking. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
He's lost his concentration in the second half, and we can see that in the turnovers piling up. Before the break, he had just one. Now he's got a bunch.
Alex Lenz checked in for Phoenix. Lure comes in for Markieff Morris. Matt Barnes is checked in for Memphis. The Grizzlies shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. Carter. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Shoots from 12. And that one's good. Freak's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently.
Zach Randolph hitting up there in his mid-30s, but his game has never been based on explosiveness. So it's all about strength, skill, and craft when you talk about Z-Bo, and he's aging gracefully.
Lure the pass to Jeter. He feeds it to Booker. To the wing right side. Kicks to Jeter. Clock at 6. Pass to Booker from 18 feet away. And it's Phoenix scoring again. And Randolph Clark can struggle in matchups against quicker power forwards of those spread fours.
Yeah, but even though he struggles on the perimeter against those guys, he punishes them when he gets them inside in his operating area at the offensive end. Most big men have a hard time dealing with him in the paint.
Very good point. Booker with it. Guarded now by Barnes. The dish now to Warren. Inside. Now here's Booker, covered by Barnes. Warren kicks to Jeter. Got a piece of it, and they'll keep possession. They got him on the arm, but it's still can. And for the Grizzlies, their shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Phoenix.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And this victory will draw them even in the season series as it comes to a close.
Fitting that it ends 2-2 because it's been a really good battle between these teams this year.
You know, it always takes someone stepping up, and that happened here as well with some great numbers for Freak. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And Phoenix can just let the clock run down here. To the left side wing. Warren kicks to Jeter. So it's the Suns winning easily here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Well, Brandon, certainly a nice win, aided in large part by your ability to get your teammates involved. What is your primary focus?
Definitely just get my guys going a lot more and, try to be more of a playmaker. And, I enjoy, seeing, getting guys going and them making shots off my passes.
I think they enjoy it as well, Brandon. Great job. Guys, over to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest as he is, he's not going to gloat even though he's having a great performance. He's going to just go right back out there, get to work for the next game.
Just an amazing impact he had in this game after not even being in the starting lineup. He's the other Ernie, and the crowd was loving it. They really enjoyed his style of play. He's going to continue to create more and more new fans for himself. I'm sure of that.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Yeah, send him in. Cece.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you again.
My pleasure.
Freak. Great game last night.
That's what I do, right?
Indeed. Have a seat. Pagnotti.
How you doing?
Thought you'd be selling used cars by now.
Funny, comedian. I thought you would have invested in some new clothes, being a team owner and all. I see you still rocking that Goodwill look.
Freak, what are you hanging around with this guy for? You know he's bad company, right?
Got no choice. He helps me pay the bills. Plus, our mother loves him.
Thank you all for coming by on such short notice.
You're welcome.
So you know why we're here, right?
Not really.
You want to negotiate an extension for Freak, right?
Well, since you mentioned it, your client is quickly becoming a liability for this organization.
We've already put a plan in place that's going to address all your concerns and issues.
Let me finish. Thank you. Myself, the front office, and the coaches are not satisfied with the adjustments you've made in your life off the court. I personally warned you about the company you keep, and we're fed up with the late nights and showing up late to shoot-arounds and the bad press and the incident at the nightclub. I told you Vic was going to be your downfall, and I was right. Something has to change now, or we're not going to need your services any longer.
If this is about that Twitter stuff, Vic was playing. Okay, it was a joke.
It's not about that. It's everything.
Like I told you before, Vic is my best friend. I can't just cut him off. He's practically family.
Not really.
What exactly are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say anything, Dom. I'm saying it. Freak and his friend Vic are a problem for me and this organization. And I called you in here to figure out how we all together can fix this problem. And right now, I'm only seeing one solution.
I agree that Freak may need to make some adjustments in his personal life off the court, but that's a learning process. We both know that. But this almost sounds like a threat. And Dom Pagnotti doesn't take too kindly to threats. Is this a threat?
Call it what you will.
We all know that Vic is a problem. The only person who doesn't seem to realize that is my brother. I'm sorry, bro, but enough is enough.
I don't have a problem with what you're saying. I have a problem with how you're saying it. Now, I know we can come to some understanding without all the ultimatums or threats.
Can we all come to a understanding, a compromise?
No. No more compromises. I already warned Freak. I told you. Don't be a hero. Cut that zero. It's cut Vic loose, or we trade Freak. It's that simple.
Fine, we'll go sign with another team.
Good luck with that, Pagnotti. Because of Vic, Freak's reputation precedes him.
No, because of Freak's God-given talent, his reputation precedes him.
Everybody's been talking. Dom, you know how this works. This is not about you and me and our history. This is about your client. Help him.
You talking as if I'm invisible. You talking around me, about me, but not to me. Vic has always had my back. And I've given this team everything I got. I practice hard. I play hard. Yeah, some nights I got it, some nights I don't. Some days I might even show up a little late to shoot arounds. But every time I'm on that court, I've always given my best. And I see how it is, though. I mean, us players got to be loyal to you, but you don't have to be loyal to us players. Try to give me some father and son talk, talking about how you love your players and how you look up for them. Come on, man. You trying to cut me off like you cut off Izzy. Don't you have people loyal to you no matter what? People you can't cut off? Well, that's me and Vic. Vic and me. Y'all insist, really. They could tell me stop hanging with Vic. What makes you think they won't tell me stop talking to you? You remember in 7th grade, some guys were trying to jump me over some girl. Vic was the one to get some friends just to walk me home. And when they came, we went at it, but I wasn't alone. When I got my scholarship, it was Vic who put the word on the streets that nobody should mess with me because I had a future. Vic was protecting me. And sir, I know Vic is crazy. But before all the hype and the lights, media, fans, it was just me and Vic. He's always been there. I mean, if y'all don't like that, I don't know what to say.
It hurts me to say this, but I see his point. What you don't understand is that the league doesn't have your back anymore. Not like they used to. They try, but it's too much. Social media has changed everything. And this last incident with Vic, that was the final straw.
It was a joke.
It wasn't funny. You know it wasn't a joke. Vic was defending you, stepping in to protect your honor by attacking another teammate like that? Talking about his manhood, his wife, his kids, his family, so you can be the big dog on the court? That's uncalled for.
And they all know your relationship with Vic, so they think it's coming from you.
But that's the media blowing everything out of proportion as usual.
It's not just the media. He's attacking other players, other teams. He's out of control. Vic just doesn't know how to behave.
We got guys on our squad who don't want to be here because of that beef. There is no place for that kind of inappropriate behavior in this league. If you can't trust your teammates, who can you trust?
What Vic is doing isn't right. He's bringing you down, and people can see it. I see how all the other players are looking at you. Oh, it's not cool. It's not cool at all.
What, don't talk to him? Don't hang with him?
You do what you got to do. That's your call. But let me tell you this. You asked me if I had friends that I couldn't cut off? Yeah, I did for a while. Friends, business partners, girlfriends, wives, family that I thought I couldn't cut off. But I learned that sometimes you got to make the hard decisions. I mean, some of these people, they were just bad for me. They were bringing me down. They weren't making me better. They were good for the time that they were there, but I grew up, not in age and maturity, but in mind and spirit. I was ready for the next level in my life. And I'll be honest with you, I've been on the receiving end of that. I've been cut off before myself, and yeah, it hurt at the time. But looking back, they were doing the right thing for me. Just don't tell my ex-wife that, Pagnotti.
So what's the next move?
The next move is Freaks. It always has been. Question is he ready and willing to do what needs to be done?
This is messed up.
You take a moment to think about it, but think long, think wrong. The snafu should have been cleaned up a long time ago. With or without you, we got games to win.
Freak, you gotta handle your business.
Okay, we've all said our piece. You might cut me off as your manager, but I will always be your sister. Twin, this is on you. I might not like it, but I will respect any decision you make. Yvette, Please.
Cece.
Yvette.
Where's Dom?
I had him call you.
Why?
I'm gonna cut right to the chase. My brother is deeply in love with you. And I'm ready to put our differences aside if you are.
Really?
On a string.
I'm with it.
Team Freak.
Team Freak.
All right, so if you're gonna be down with the team, I gotta show you the dap.
Oh, the dap.
Yeah.
Okay.
It goes like this.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, shoot, swish.
Swish.
Yeah. Again.
Like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, swish.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like that.
Cool, right?
Yeah.